Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing swatches with you from Superchic Lacquer. This is a brand that I've bought from multiple times, but I haven't actually done a full review on anything for my YouTube, so I am really excited to share these with you today. This is their Firefly collection that releases on September 4th, and they will release for $14 each. So there are 7 glow-in-the-dark jelly nail polishes. I'm going to show each of them over a black, over a white, and on their own. And in the description box below, I will link Superchic Lacquer's Instagram page as well as their site. I will also link my Instagram page where I'll have more swatches of this collection, including my individual video swatches. And let's go ahead and get started. So under all my swatches today, I did use their My Chemistry. It is a pH adjuster / dehydrator. This is supposed to help with chipping and things of that sort, so I did wear it, but I didn't get to experiment with like wear time with this. And then in addition, for a couple of them, I did use their G-Force X Basecoat. So first up we have the shade Starlet, and this is a intense rainbow iridescent glitter and a scattered holographic glitter in a red jelly base. All of these have pretty much the same description, just in a different glow-in-the-dark tinted base. So here's our first coat of Starlet. And what I'm going to do here is on my forefinger and my pinky, I'm going to apply 3 coats of this on its own. And then on my middle finger, I'm going to apply it over a white in 3 coats. And then on my ring finger, I'm just going to do 1 coat here over black. And the black and white polish that I'm using today are both from Serendipity Polish, which I believe is no longer in business. But if they are, I will put them in the description box below. So here's the second coat, and this is the only one in this collection that I really feel you could get away with 2 coats on its own. I do prefer this one on its own. I feel like it looks really nice, but I do also really like it over the black. So there's 2 coats. And here is the third coat, and this one does cover completely in 3 coats, though it was very close in 2. You might just want to do a little bit of spot treatment. These do glow very brightly in the dark, but my camera just wouldn't pick that up, so there is 3 coats. Next up we have Dimwit, and this has a green to blue to fuchsia iridescence as well as a scattered holographic glitter in the orangey jelly glow-in-the-dark base. So here is our first coat of Dimwit. And all of these are pretty much going to go in the same style as, you know, the first one was with the 3 coats and the 2 coats and the 1 coat. But all of these are also going to dry very textured, and they will be very difficult to remove. I would recommend using a peel-off base coat if you aren't completely set your heart on wearing this for an extended period of time. But if you are, then I do recommend using the G-Force base coat as well as the dehydrator that I showed at the beginning of this. It really does help with longevity because these super glittery polishes do tend to chip pretty easily. But here is the third coat, and I'm going to say this one covers 90% on its own on the third coat. My preferred way of wearing this is over the white. It's very bright, very pumpkin-y. I do wish I would have experimented a little bit with wearing these over different colors, but I just didn't have time. So there's 3 coats. Next up we have Phaedra, and this has a blue to purple to green iridescence with that same scattered holographic glitter, and this one is in a lemony yellow glow-in-the-dark jelly base. So here is our first coat of Phaedra. This is also very sheer here on this first coat. It does just leave a little blush of color behind, but it does kind of make your nails look yellowed, as in, you know, not polished yellowed, as in, you know, stained yellow. But I do like this best over the white in just 2 coats. I feel like it looks very bright, very lemony, very sunshiny. Here is the second coat, and I still can see my nail line here on 2 coats. But I am going to stop at 2 coats over the white because it covers nicely and evenly. And what I love is that over the black, the yellow micro glitter in here stands out so beautifully, which you can see in the macro shots that I took, which will be available on my Instagram. So here's that third coat, and again, I can still see my nail line here on 3 coats. So there is 3 coats. Next up we have Boo, and this one is that same blue to purple to green iridescence with the same scattered holographic glitter, but this one is in a lime jelly glow-in-the-dark sheer base. So here is our first coat of Boo. This one is also extremely sheer here on this first coat, but again, just like the last one, I really love this over the black because you can see those tiny green micro glitter and they stand out so nicely against a dark base. So here is 2 coats, and I can still make out my nail line here on 2 coats, but this is also super cute over the white. I will link in the description box below Phoebe Moon's video if you're interested in seeing these swatched over like corresponding colors, as well as she was able to get a glow-in-the-dark shot, so I will link her video in the description box below if you're interested in seeing that. But this one covers, I'm going to say again, 80% on this third coat. So there is 3 coats. Next up we have Nixie, and this one has that same iridescent rainbow glitter that Starlet had, and it is in a black jelly base. This one also has that scattered holographic glitter, and again this is glow in the dark. So here's our first coat of Nixie. Again, this one is very sheer here on this first coat. I do prefer this one over the black as well, since it is like that black charcoaly base. I also really like it over the white because it does look really nice and smoky when it's built up, but I do prefer this over the black. You get a ton of those different colored glitters and it just looks really nice and cohesive. So here is the second coat, and I still can see my nail line here on 2 coats, so I am going to go in for a third coat. But once again, this is going to dry very textured, and it'll be very difficult to remove, but it does dry extremely fast. The fact that I'm having to do 3 coats for all of these doesn't bother me whatsoever because of how fast they dry. So here is this third coat, and this one only covers probably about 85% on this third coat, but again, I like it over the black and the white anyway. So there is 3 coats. Next up we have Glowia, and this is that green to blue to fuchsia iridescence with the same scattered holographic glitter, but this one is in a sheer grape jelly glow-in-the-dark base. So here is our first coat of Glowia. My preferred way of wearing this is right here over the black. It reminds me a lot of Sully from Monsters, Inc. It's just absolutely adorable to me. And if you want to see the macros of all of these over these different colors on its own, over the black and over the white, you can really see the different elements in each nail. Just go ahead and head over to my Instagram page. I do have all of the macro shots. So here's the second coat, and I still can make out my nail line here on 2 coats, but it does look really nicely here over the white as well. I do recommend a good glitter eating top coat to get a totally smooth finish for these. Superchic Lacquer has their Marble Macro Liquid Top Coat, which I'm totally in love with and now completely out of. So that is a really good one for this collection. But here is the third coat. It covers about 90% here on this third coat, but it looks really great over a black and over a white. So there is 3 coats. And lastly for today we have Xenon, and this is an intense rainbow iridescence with scattered holographic glitter, and this one is in a clear jelly base that does glow in the dark. So here's 1 coat of Xenon over the same black and white. This one does not build up on its own, but it is so beautiful over this black and white. You get all of those different colors, and then over the white it does look like kind of snowy and majestic, I believe. So I really enjoy this one. I can't wait to experiment with this one over a bunch of different other colors. Again, it's going to dry textured and it will be difficult to remove. So there is 1 coat. So my favorite from this collection is Xenon. I feel like it's the most versatile, and I really like it over both the black and the white. Of course, it's not something that I would wear on its own because it's not buildable, but it is really beautiful as a top. And then my second favorite would be Boo, just to get us ready for the Halloween season. It's beautiful on its own and then over the black and the white as well. So Xenon and Boo were my favorites from this collection. And that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this collection. Let me know if you plan on picking any of them up, and let me know what your favorite was. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time. Bye.